Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and everything in between, I welcome all of you to the Biweekly Breakdown. I'm your host Isac, and this is a brand new show I'll be running throughout the season, and the concept is simple. Every other week I break down the 24 battles that's been played and compose a top 5 list out of them, and as you can already tell, this is going to be incredibly subjective. Picking 5 battles out of 24 means that a lot of battles can't make the cut, so don't be alarmed just because your battle isn't on the list. It doesn't mean I hate you. Probably. Now when that's out of the way, let's begin the breakdown. Now starting off this list is Strompfel of Team Slask in his week 1 and 2 battles. Now, full disclosure, me and Strompf are on the same team and the guy is one of my best friends in-game and IRL, but if you start off your season like this, you have to be commended for it, and I think we all know what I'm talking about. It's of course Strompf's week 1 and 2 6-0 sweeps with Venomoth. When I say Quiver Dance, you most likely think of Volcarona, Ribombi, Masquerain, or even Butterfree. Shoutouts to you, Kenneth. Well, Strompf gave a middle finger to that notion by slapping a life orb when his modest moth tinted its lenses and quiver danced like there was no tomorrow. And when watching a damn Excavalier take 56% from a damn bug buzz, I was happy I wasn't on the receiving end of this massacre, whilst being very grateful for actually having the guy on my team. Next on the list at the number 4 spot is Team Skull's very own Haz with his trusty Moltres against Probopassed in week 1. Now, the game in general was pretty standard, you had some good plays overall and both coaches had a really solid performance. However, what stood out was Haz's Charty Berry Moltres, who not only picked up 4 KOs but managed to pick up 3 of them in the last 3 turns with Fire Blast and Hurricanes all around. Now, since this list ranks the game based on how much I enjoyed them, this surprisingly good performance coming from the 8-point Moltres comboed with Haz's balls to bring Hurricane Fire Blast, instead of the safer alternative being Air/Flamethrower, earns this the number 4 spot on the list. Now we're beginning to approach the top of the list, and at the number 3 spot we have Steven of the Bellowing Children versus Cav of Team Skull in the week 2 showdown. Now, this entry is not like the others on the list. It's not here due to a specific Pokemon or play, it was just a damn good battle to watch. I've only seen Steven battle 2 times, but I know Cav is a phenomenal player, so if Steven manages to put up this type of performance against him, it really says something about his own skill level. Now this game was a complete nail-biter and you never knew exactly who would pick up the win. However, some good predictions by Steven, comboed by clutch endgame decisions, gave him the win in the end. But as mentioned earlier, this number 3 spot wasn't just earned by Steven alone, but the battle as a whole, so GG to both of these coaches. At the number 2 spot, we find Aquarius of the Bellowing Children in the week 2 battle versus Coach Oak, showing us why Vileplume can be a wall-breaking monster if left unchecked. Now, looking at Aquarius' team, the last thing I'd expect to be brought would be the Vileplume, and maybe that's exactly what Coach Oak thought as well because he had no checks for this thing. The Giga Drain and Sludge Bomb in combination with Strength Sap Protect and Black Sludge Recovery meant that this thing wasn't going down without a fight. Or a 10% Thunderbolt paralysis followed by 3 consecutive rounds of full paralysis? But that's beside the point. But before that happened, it managed to pick up the KO on both Hariyama and Superior whilst completely breaking the Stack Attack and Mega Altaria, allowing the swift cleanup by the Salazzle and Mew. So it's the fact that a 4-point Vileplume managed to put in this type of work that gave Aquarius a well-earned number 2 spot on the list. And this entry would have easily been number 1 if it wasn't for another match. The entry to top this first edition of the Biweekly Breakdown features none other than Aquarius. Just not in the way you'd like to. Because as you see, the top spot is grabbed by the captain of NWL. It's Nico and his reverse sweep with his Scarf to Zeraora against Aquarius in their week 1 battle. Not only was this one of the first battles being played of the season, making it all more exciting, but Nico's Zeraora manages to pick up 5 kills. And not only that, it reverse sweeps 1v4. Call this what you will. A choke from Aquarius' part or 200 IQ plays from Nico. Nonetheless, it was an amazing battle to watch. And yes, he was up against the Megarodactyl, so scarfing Zeraora was not completely insane. I just love the fact they scarfed the base 143 mon. And it's all these factors combined that made this entry all the more deserving of the number 1 spot. Now that's gonna be the end of this list. If you have any opinions about my entries, good or bad, please make sure to leave them in the comments below. And since I just don't want this to be my opinion solely, next week we'll feature a new segment where you guys get to vote on your favorite battle to be featured, so please make sure to vote by going to our Discord server. But that's gonna be the end of the video, and with that I'd like to thank each and every one of you for watching, and I hope I see you again in the next episode. See you again soon.